Welcome to Carrington Power Station. I'm Sean Kerwin, the station manager here at Carrington. It's my responsibility, along with the team here at Carrington, to manage the daily operations of the plant and to ensure it operates safely and efficiently with due respect of its surroundings. Carrington Station is owned by ESB, an integrated energy company based in Ireland and the UK that has operations and projects in over 35 countries. This 880 megawatt power station was opened in 2016 and will generate enough electricity to supply the needs of around 1 million homes each year. Carrington is one of the most efficient plants on the system, and we strive to ensure this high level of efficiency is continuously delivered, not only in the power we generate, but in everything that we do on site. This video is intended to introduce you to the unique environment you will find yourself working in, together with our expectations at Carrington of you while you are working on or visiting the site. Everyone must complete the first part of this induction before they can work in or access any part of the power station, its offices, workshops or storage areas. You'll be required to view the second part depending on your role and activities while at the power station. Safety is our core value here at Carrington. We look out for each other and we look after our surroundings. Personnel are our most important asset. It is fundamental to the efficient operation of our business that we provide a safe, flexible and healthy environment for all who work here. Beyond that, we engage with each other and those we work with openly to ensure how we work put people's safety first in all we do.
Whilst you are on site at Carrington, access to and movement on the site is strictly controlled. You'll be issued with a security pass that must be clearly displayed at all times. These security passes will allow you access to certain authorised areas of the site. It is important that you use them when entering and exiting the site, as they monitor who is on site at any given time. Your pass must be returned to security at the end of your visit to Carrington. Because of the secure nature of the site, security will carry out random searches on vehicles entering and leaving site or those using the car parks. If you enter or exit in a vehicle, you must ensure that everyone in the vehicle swipes in and out using their passes. If you've been authorised to bring a vehicle onto site, you must display a Carrington vehicle notice in the windscreen at all times. The speed limit on the access road is 18 miles per hour, and within the perimeter is 10 miles per hour. Drivers of all vehicles must adhere to signs and road markings. Drive with care at all times. There are a variety of vehicles on site as well as pedestrians. It is a requirement to reverse park in the car park areas. The use of mobile phones, mobile devices, computers and other electronic equipment is strictly controlled on site. This is a safety measure due to the nature of the power station environment. Contractors and visitors will only be allowed to use such devices in controlled areas, which are the offices and mess rooms within the admin building, workshop, and contractor facilities. You will need formal written authorization to use any mobile, computing, electrical or electronic equipment outside of these areas. A sticker indicating you have these permissions will be given to you and must be displayed on your hard hat. Smoking or the use of e-cigarettes is only permitted in 2 designated smoking areas. One situated between the admin building and the water treatment plant, and a second smoking area in the contractor welfare facilities. If you are taking prescribed drugs or have any medical or other conditions that may affect your ability to react to the alarms or carry out work at Carrington, please make this known to your host or security so that the appropriate assistance can be given. This is especially important if you have any active medical devices, such as a pacemaker or insulin pumps, as there are electromagnetic fields, EMFs present on some areas of the site, which may interfere with their performance. These areas are clearly marked. ESB Carrington has a zero-tolerance policy on the misuse of substances, including alcohol and drugs. Random and with-cause testing is in operation. Any person suspected of being under the influence of drink or drugs will be escorted off-site immediately, and further disciplinary action may be taken.
So you see, at this present time, the machine's actually analysing, and you'll be pleased to see it's actually zero value.
Power generation is a potentially dangerous operation. On site, there are flammable hazards, such as natural gas, hydrogen gas, and lubricating oil. There are other non-flammable hazards, such as electricity, steam, and chemicals, which can be dangerous if the correct precautions are not taken. It is for this reason safe systems of work are in use at Carrington Power Station. These systems provide safety from any hazards on site, which may cause harm to personnel or damage to equipment. Any area where a flammable atmosphere may be encountered will be clearly identified by barriers, signage, and hatching. Work in these areas is strictly controlled, and no unauthorized equipment can be taken into them. Smartwatches or electronic devices cannot be used inside of these areas, so must be removed and left outside. In the case of an emergency, or if you discover a fire, you should inform the control room staff of your situation and location by calling the emergency phone number 4444, or by using channel 1 on the site radio system. Tell them who you are, where you are, and what the emergency is. If you can't get to a phone, raise the alarm by activating the nearest break glass alarm point. Firefighting equipment is available for use around the site. However, never tackle a fire unless you have appropriate training, and it is to protect your escape route. The fire alarm is a continuous siren. On hearing the alarm, leave your work area by the nearest safe exit, closing doors as you leave. Under no circumstances must the lifts be used for an emergency escape. All work equipment must be made safe, and if required, turned off, and you should immediately report to the muster point, which is located at the entrance to the contractor welfare facility. When you swipe your card to go through the turnstile, your name will automatically be taken off the roll call to indicate you are in a safe area. Remain at the muster point until the all clear is given by the muster coordinator.
Okay, all clear guys, back to work.
At 11 a.m. every Thursday morning, the fire alarm will be tested. No action is required when you hear this alarm, unless it becomes continuous, where you should then proceed to the muster point. If you require first aid assistance, use the emergency number 4444, or by using channel 1 on the site radio system, or report it to the control room, as there are always several trained first aiders on site. It is important that all incidents, however minor, are reported to your supervisor and ourselves. It is a legal requirement that all accidents are entered in the accident book.
Oh, can I just stop you working there, mate? There's some objects in the
Here at Carrington Power Station, we support and encourage proactive observations and operate an open reporting system for accidents, incidents, dangerous occurrences, near misses, and good catches. Any observation, good catch, unsafe act, unsafe condition, or near miss, no matter how minor they may seem, must be reported to the control room, or by use of the near miss forms provided in the site induction booklet. The completed forms can be handed into the control room, posted into one of the red boxes, or given to your nominated supervisor. The site is divided into 2 specific zones as demarcated by the red and green lines. If you are required to work or visit the industrial zone, which is over the red line, you will be required to wear full PPE at all times. It is vital that you do not leave the administration areas to go on site without the correct PPE or permission. It is a company requirement that all personnel working in the industrial areas wear personal protective equipment. The minimum requirement is flame retardant overalls or boiler suit with long sleeves, hard hat with chin strap if going above ground level, protective eyewear, anti-static safety shoes with internal protective toe caps and midsoles, and gloves. PPE should also contain a high visibility section. Any thermal or weatherproof jackets worn over overalls must also be flame retardant. Hearing protection should be carried at all times, but is only mandatory in the designated areas. Everyone has a part to play in keeping the workplace clean and tidy. Good housekeeping makes the site safer and more pleasant for all of us to work in. Clutter can lead to accidents. We all want to protect the environment, so please ensure that all waste is disposed of into the appropriate skips or bins, and that any spills are contained, mopped up, or a spill kit deployed and reported. Do not dispose of any liquids down drains. If you are unsure about anything related to your health and safety or the environment, please ask. Remember, there is no job so important that it cannot be done safely.